Good morning, everyone. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Goji Center about why did Godzilla kill Scylla. Uh, hmm. Now this is actually more about the rivalry instead of anything else, I guess, because, well, I haven't seen the movie yet, so even I didn't know that Scylla was killed by Godzilla in the new movie. And by the time y'all have seen this, that movie's already been out for a while. Why haven't I seen it? I just haven't. And anyway, let's hop in.
Godzilla Kong, the new empire has officially concluded the rivalry between two titans who were duking it out for the title of King of the Monsters. That's right, today on Goji Center, not only will we discuss why Godzilla decided to kick Scylla out of the roster of titans, but also discuss this execution in more detail. Godzilla here was invited on set to demonstrate...
Hello? Hey,
Huh?
down here. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I got this job at Goji Center to be some sort of test dummy, but didn't realize that they were going to have freaking Godzilla blast me with atomic breath. So they said I should tell you about today's sponsor. And if most of you click on the link, then they'll spare me. So please listen up.
Yeah, no, we're gonna take a quick cut. And we're back. Let's see, did enough people save this guy?
No? Okay,
No,
moving
why
on
didn't you
then.
click the link?
I knew that was gonna happen
You can
regardless.
still click the link, man. Titanus Scylla was first introduced back in 2019 in Godzilla King of the Monsters, right after Ghidorah temporarily took the title of Alpha and woke up a good number of titans around the world to wreak havoc, death, and destruction. And of course, someone like Scylla was going to wake up. Why? Okay, where to begin? Research conducted by monarchs studying this titan classified this one as a destroyer. Its malevolent nature was the prime reason many people lost their lives in populated areas like Sedona, where it woke up, making its way to Phoenix and destroying numerous buildings in its path.
Oh,
but
boy, that
that's
was
just
awesome.
her way of being. What about her anatomy made her even more destructive? Pay close attention here, because
The
this
long
may lay
legs.
bare additional reasons why the G-Man hates her so much. Let's bring Scylla over to the analysis platform. Note that this is her form during the events of 2019. 6 legs tipped with sharp claws covering a very, very large area give her a range advantage over most other kaijus,
True.
keeping foes away from
True.
her more vulnerable body. If you do make it past the long claw-tipped legs, then you'll have to deal with the bulbous shelled body with tentacles. These may look fragile and weak, but they are
They are
very
probably not.
strong. Strong enough, in fact, to hold Godzilla's head in place. A more dark and scary use for these is picking up objects from the ground and putting those prey items into the mouth for consumption. Her armored body
Yep,
allows her to withstand
gross.
the heavy pressure waves of blast weaponry, impacts from other kaijus, and survive getting thrown around. Although this monster takes up a big area, this does not mean it is heavy compared to other titans, listed at only 20,000 tons. This
That's
makes
pretty
her
light.
even lighter than Rodan. Size-wise, we're talking about 341 feet in this particular posture. However, because of her leg anatomy, she could easily rear up and raise her body to heights that surpass Godzilla. As
If
seen in
only
Godzilla Kong,
slightly.
Scylla was able to position herself to have a good but brief height advantage against the G-Man. But what about her does Godzilla hate the most? Well, it's her insatiable appetite for one thing: radiation.
Ah, there it
To
is.
Scylla, it is so
She's just
addicting that she
hungry.
will go out of her way to confront Godzilla himself in pursuit of this tasty energy source. For context, let's go back to this scene in KOTM after Godzilla had just killed Ghidorah. 5 titans appeared in Boston immediately after, surrounding Godzilla, ready to take him on, as per Ghidorah's command. After Godzilla didn't back down from the Angry Birds challenge, Rodan, along with the other 4, bowed to Godzilla,
They all
acknowledging
kneel.
him as the king of the monsters. But just because you bow doesn't necessarily mean you fully accept this new ruler. Scylla here, and probably even Queen Muto here, were reluctantly bowing down to Godzilla. These two are considered destroyers by nature, and will naturally follow another destroyer, Alpha Kaiju. Literally, as soon as all of these titans take off, Scylla would make a few stops before stirring up trouble again.
Oh, where did she
After
go?
many years of hibernation and several days of messing things up around the planet, Scylla was now hungry. So much to the point of madness. In Savannah,
Oh,
Georgia,
no.
Titanus Scylla made landfall on the coast, attracted to an inactive warhead laying off the shore. While the Coast Guard was trying to shoo her away, Godzilla pulled up to see what was happening, and quickly grasped a good understanding of what was going on. Scylla was hungry, too hungry, and was going after this nuclear warhead that, if messed with, could explode and harm all the surrounding areas, killing both marine animals and humans alike. And Scylla wouldn't give a damn. But Godzilla did. About the ecology, that is. Not so much humans.
Yeah.
After lighting up
No
and
humans,
reminding her who is the boss, she didn't care. She was not about to simply walk away from the tasty warhead. She was going to fight this time, putting her tentacles and long claws to good use, piercing the G-Man's hide, making him bleed. Enraged, Godzilla tosses Scylla and once again forces her to submit. Again, she didn't want to, but she had to, or else she'd die here. Note that Godzilla didn't even use his atomic breath in this encounter. We'd like to think that here Godzilla developed some sort of hatred for Scylla at this point. It was now 2 times where Scylla squared off against him. One where she actually threw hands. This would not be the last time Godzilla would fight Scylla. At the end of the book, we see Godzilla blasting an alpha signal across the globe, commanding all Titans to chill or go dormant. Most of the Titans obeyed, but some didn't. We'll see who in a little bit. An alpha Titan.
I actually do find it kind of interesting, though. He was pretty much just like, alright, everyone, either chill your butts or go to sleep. That's your only options. And some of them were like, alright. And then you got others that were just like, fine. And just that, though. But then, of course, you always have that one troublemaker that's like, I refuse.
Titan in the Monsterverse would soon learn that keeping the world of Titans in order is no easy task. There will always be others who see you as a big target with everything to lose. After the events of Godzilla vs. Kong and the destruction of Mechagodzilla, Godzilla would again continue patrolling the world, putting out fires here and there. For 3 years, Godzilla was able to keep the peace until some dude named Raymond Martin and his multi-billion-dollar company started messing with forces he shouldn't have. We're talking about the creation and development of the Titan Hunter, discussed in depth in a previous episode. To recap, in order to test this mech, the developers of this new weapon had to lay decoy energy reactors to attract the attention of Godzilla, like a distraction. The problem was that Scylla once again woke up and started looking for radiation. In one particular case, both Titans were attracted to the same energy source, the Kudankulam power plant in South India. But we need to make mention here of who got here first. Scylla. Yep, if there is one thing we learned in Godzilla Dominion, is that Scylla is actually a very fast swimmer. Using jet propulsion as a way of very quickly traveling underwater, not even Godzilla can catch up to this one. While it is true that Godzilla would have probably detected this energy source first, Scylla would probably get there faster if both Titans were traveling on the Earth's surface. Scylla attacks this plant, causing a nuclear meltdown. But the way she harvests this radiation is both bad and good for the environment. Let us explain. Scylla is known to be a scavenger of Titans, arriving after a Titan event, scavenging for radioactive remains to consume. But since there was a lack of dead Titans around, Scylla now has to resort to nuclear facilities such as this one. After breaking in, Scylla has the ability to expel a pollutant gas that absorbs the radiation and prevents it from spreading. This gas then gets siphoned up by Scylla. This is how she eats. After Scylla was done, we see that Godzilla...
Kind of like something out of a fly, except instead of stomach acid, it's gas.
Scylla pulled up. Too late. 2 days later, Scylla arrived for another source in the UK, a uranium pellet manufacturing plant in Preston. 6 hours later, Godzilla again shows up after she had already left. Then again, down in Italy, Scylla attacks a hidden US nuclear arsenal, absorbing the radiation of 30 missiles. This time, Godzilla heads straight to the Mediterranean Sea. Godzilla now knows what's going on here and waits for her to make one more final move. The giant crab cephalopod kaiju was only stockpiling nuclear radiation to make a run for the title of Alpha. The end game here was for a nuclear-enhanced Scylla to go toe-to-toe with the top G. Would this work? Let's find out.
I'm doubting it.
Moving ahead to the events of GXK The New Empire, year 2027, it's been almost 3 years since their last encounter, and now Godzilla is ready to square up once again to finish this once and for all. All those assaults on humanity's nuclear stockpile have led to this moment. Her ability to outpace Godzilla to rapidly consume radiation made her believe that this time she didn't have to run away and feel prepared to face the Big G. Here, though, we see a bit of difference in her coloration. What happened? Scylla takes on this red-orange coloration similar to that of a crab. We'd like to think that the vast consumption of radiation, along with the amount of time spent underwater, led Scylla to evolve into a different colored kaiju. Perhaps even shedding her exoskeleton to a more upgraded version optimized for underwater life. This didn't matter, as we see Godzilla charge towards Scylla. Godzilla's past experience with this titan made him adopt a new strategy against Scylla's long reach and sharp claws: rushing. Godzilla wastes no time trying to parry these legs and runs straight past them, inflicting a heavy blow on Scylla's main body, stunning her and giving the G-Man the opportunity to grab her limbs and throw her considerably lighter body like a rag doll. Now it was time to finish this. Throwing Scylla on the floor made it difficult for her to stand up, given that her body was upside down. Godzilla quickly jumps and stands right above her body, bringing her legs down with his immense strength. And despite getting his face smothered by Scylla's tentacles, Godzilla's jaw muscles manage to open wide and blast Scylla with the kiss of death. The buildup of extremely hot temperatures causes the insides of Scylla to boil and increase in pressure. Here is where she died. With no other exit to release this pressure, the entire shell of Titanus Scylla bursts open, spreading her blood and cooked organs all over the surrounding terrain. Godzilla had enough of this titan, and had to kill her now before she became even stronger and a more menacing threat. But Godzilla was just getting started. Up next on Goji Center, the G-Man continues his warpath, this time setting his sights on Titanus Tiamat. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I want you all to remember to like, comment, and like for more. Like, comment, and subscribe for more is what I meant to say. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all you kids next time when we flick on. Peace out.